What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. Brand new channel. This channel is going to be giving you guys a lot of trading information, trade breakdowns, and basically just the journey as we continue to go along. I want to build a community where we can all learn and all grow and all become better individuals at the end of the day. So I'm going to be giving you guys a breakdown of a trade that I took this morning. I actually closed out for about $4,288. I don't know if you guys can see that. Okay, now you can see it. Yeah, so I closed out with roughly $4,300, and that was a 4-to-1 risk to reward. So I risked 1%, I gained over 4%. Essentially, I risked $1,000 and I gained $4,000. So, you know, everything is really about risk to reward and probabilities, and not many people understand that. When, you know, if you watch trading videos, that's what's really said a lot. But understanding that concept will make risks much more easier to take, and you'll take them much more confidently, understanding that if probabilities are in your favor and your risk to reward is very high, then you shouldn't have a problem taking that trade. So I seen my risk to reward being at least like 5-to-1. All right, but so basically what I'm doing, how I saw this trade so clearly was that I saw that price was in a downtrend overall. This is the daily time frame. Okay, so we made lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and this was our last lower high. I seen that we had broke over our last lower high and we're on our way to making a higher high. This indicates that buyers are very strong in this market. Okay, this shows that sellers are no longer at this zone selling, but there's actually buyers here that are taking over these sellers. All right, so I seen that. I woke up this morning, I automatically knew that I'm looking for buys. Buys are what I want to look for. The next thing I did, I marked off my daily zones. Okay, my daily zones are just zones that I see price respecting on the daily time frame. So I seen this as a daily zone. I need to look at this intricately. Not too intricately, but make sure I'm marking it off correctly. I don't want to rush this for you guys. But this is just what I do every morning. I'm gonna just mark it off like this, and then the next one is right here. All right. I will be going further in depth in other videos on how I mark off my daily zones and how I see them so precisely. But you just see that price respects them on the daily zone, like, you know, wicks, 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 respecting, rejection, rejection. And also right here we have a rejection. Price came up here. Price went up. Rejected this daily zone, came back down, found support at this daily zone, and broke over this daily zone right here. So when I'm seeing that, when I see price continuing to the upside, breaking over this lower high also, I know this is a good spot to look for a buy, because sellers were here once, but in order for us to go past this area where sellers were once at, buyers need to be in that market. Okay, so I'm just waiting for buyers to really show themselves that they're in that market. This is just on the daily time frame. Let's go down to the 4-hour time frame, okay, guys? Now we're gonna mark off our 4-hour time frame zones. These need to be precise. You need to know exactly what you're looking for. Like I said, I'll be explaining this in next videos to come, and I will eventually be having a course for you guys so you guys can understand the market and be able to make money as you want. It's really just dependent on how determined you really are. Okay, so that's that. So for the 4-hour time frame, I'm just gonna mark this off with a different color, so I know it's the 4-hour. Okay, that's that. All right, that's really that. Let me also mark this one off right here. All right, I'm pretty sure that's all we really need for the. Oh, and we're all the way up there. All right, then we can mark this one off. Things can get pretty interesting. Okay, let me see. Rejection, rejection. So as I'm looking at it, what do I see? I see support, support, support. And then rejection to the downside, rejection to the downside, rejection to the downside. And then there's also like a little spot that we can use also. Okay. And then we also do have some support right here, but okay, and then we have this 4-hour zone right here. We have rejection right here, rejection right here, rejection right here. rejection, rejection. Those are all as a price area that price is rejecting from. That's where people are entering the market. Okay. So now when I come down to the lower time frame, so understanding the market flow, we understand that we're looking for buys. The daily time frame is going up. 4-hour time frame is going up, trending. So we can see up, down. Now what are we looking for now? Another up, another push up to continue with that trend. I saw that right here, price was breaking through this daily zone. In order for price to break through a daily zone, you need to have a lot of either sellers or buyers in the market to break through that specific daily zone. So since we're going to the upside, I understand there are a lot of buyers in this market. We broke through this daily zone. All right, this is just my way of thinking about the trade. And then I see, this is the 1-hour time from now, I see that price, when we're down here below the daily zone, we kind of formed like this head and shoulders type of formation right here, and then we broke through the daily zone to the upside, and then the next low we had was right here, forming support at our 4-hour zone. All right, so we know we just broke through the daily zone. We formed support at our marked up 4-hour zone, and now this is basically what I was looking at. This is where I had entered the trade. All right, so I see that we formed support. Our next 4-hour zone is right here, and as I go to the lower time frame, I'm like, all right, bet we're on an uptrend. I know we're forming support. I come down to the lower time frame. We're on the 15-minute now. I'm like, all right. So in my eyes, anywhere in this area could be a good buy. The reason being is that we're on an uptrend. Okay. We understand that on an uptrend, we make higher highs. Most of the time, we make higher highs or at least an equal high while on an uptrend, okay? So probabilities are in our favor of winning this on a buy, okay? So next thing I did, I basically waited. I broke down structure on a lower time frame. I understood that this was our last 1-hour low, as we see over here. Like I said, we made a high, a low, found support at the 4-hour zone that we had marked off. All right, and then we pushed up. So we understand we are respecting this zone and we're continuing with this uptrend. And now, when we come down, I'm looking for a time to buy. I'm looking for a buy signal, all right? And another thing that we can understand is that anywhere down here, it gives us a good risk to reward for the fact that if we have it below our last higher low, if we break this higher low, then we will no longer technically be on a 1-hour uptrend. And now sellers will be in control of this market because all the buyers that were right here are no longer showing up. And that's in the case if we break this low and I no longer want to be in that trade, okay? But now if we hold that low, but now if we come down and we don't break below that low and buyers continue to push us to the upside, we understand that we will either make an equal high because we know sellers are right here, or continue pushing further to our next zone. So this right here can give us a nice risk to reward of at least 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Now, if you continuously take trades like this, you will be profitable. Reason being, say I lost this setup twice. The next time I take it with a risk to reward of 5, I'm up 3%. If I risk 1% a trade and I lose it twice, I'm down 2%. I take the same exact trade with the risk to reward of at least 5. I'm up now 3%. With probabilities in our favor. So if you have probabilities in your favor of winning the trade, you probably win more than you lose, and now you're just really profitable. You feel what I'm saying? So as we came down, now we're on the 5-minute time frame. So keep in mind, I went from the daily to the 4-hour to the 1 hour, to the 30 minute, to the 15 minute. Now we're at the 5 minute time frame. We understand where we are in structure. We understand that if we break below here, we don't want to look for buys, but all in this area, I'm looking for a buy signal. All right, so we came down. All right, keep in mind, this is our 4 hour zone. I see we have a small little rejection right here. I see the rejection is becoming more large. Now, seeing what I'm seeing on the 5 minute time frame, I see we have a double top right here, but keep in mind, this is our 1 hour higher low. All right, so in my mind, as soon as I seen this, I said, all right, bet. I see that buyers are showing themselves in this market. So next time we come right to this low, this gives me a good risk to reward. And honestly, I'm fine with just taking it even to the last high. We understand on an uptrend we can make higher highs. That's what an uptrend does. But I can take it just to the next high, and I already have a good risk to reward. Because if we break below here, we don't want to be in the trade. If it works out, we make a 3 to 4. And that's first TP. So I'm like, all right, as soon as we come back to this zone right here where price rejected a little bit, I'm going to enter for a buy. Because we know we're on an uptrend. I just gave you the whole breakdown. So what does it do? As it comes right down, I entered for the buy. We went in a bit of a drawdown. And I'm not going to lie, this is a bit of a riskier trade. All right. Every trade has risk in it. It doesn't really matter. Like I said, it's probabilities and risk to reward. And after that, we just skyrocketed right out. Like right up, right out. And I closed at 4,300 just due to the fact that that's all I really needed for the day. 4.3 times my risk. I'm lit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm happy with that. I'm fine with that, yeah. And that's really the trade breakdown. Now, this is pretty in-depth. Very in-depth. If you guys want to learn more about just trading in general, how to read candlesticks, and all that other stuff, comment that down below. Like I said, I make this channel so you guys can learn, financially grow, and just become better individuals in life. Okay, yeah, so that was basically that trade. You could have got like a 5.5 to 5, but I decided to close out somewhere around here because I didn't need to hold it that far. Look at it. And you see how it came close to the zone and it pushed down? You could have had a, if you would have just risked $100 on this trade, you could have potentially made 700 because good risk to reward and probabilities were in your favor. Could have made that. Anything above a 3 to 1 risk to reward is exceptional. All right. So that's the trade breakdown. That's why I took this trade this morning. And any other further trades you see from me are going to be with real money, live account, FTMO, and it's gonna be real. All right, guys. So I'm excited to have you guys a part of this journey. Well, your journey. It's everyone's own specific journey. This will be your own specific journey in learning how to trade. All right. Peace.